So you have to just say one word, either on Bright Hearts or either on the experiences you have had with Bright Hearts, and guests who I think most of the guests are familiar here, but whoever is new, you can tell what's the vibe that you are getting here with the letter that is going to come to you. It's gonna get difficult because we are going to touch A to Z, right? So we'll start with Priyansh. We'll go from left to right. So 26 alphabets. Which alphabet you get, you have to say a word either on Bright Hearts, your experience about Bright Hearts, or the vibe you are getting right now. That's majorly for the guest. Okay, we'll start with Priyansh. A.
Amazing.
Amazing. Safe. Somil. B.
Lovely.
B.
I was focusing on Bright Hearts.
B. Bright Hearts and Bright Hearts. Okay.
C.
Huh.
Cute.
Cute. Bright Hearts is cute. Akshay. D.
Delicious.
Bright Hearts is delicious. Nice.
E. Electrified.
Electrifying. Yes.
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
Great.
Great. G. H. Hopeful. I. Interesting. Huh? J. No. J. Difficult word.
Jungle.
Jungle. Oh. Huh? Killing. Nice. Loud. Most. Next one. No two words, huh? One word. Oh. Oh. P. Participating. Q. Q.
Can I invent a word?
Curious. Okay, Q. R. Revenant. New word we get. S. Super. Yes.
Terrific.
T. Terrific.
Ultra special.
Ultra. You. V. Ooh, now V. Why? V. W. Money.
Wonderful.
X. Exuberant. X. Okay. Anyone wants to attempt Y and Z?
You.
Okay. You. Okay. Y is V. Pooja, yes. Okay, Pooja. So we are ending the game, but you have got the letter Z. You have to tell a word which describes Bright Hearts in the letter Z. Zenith. Oh. Some great words we got to learn today. Everyone, welcome to the 75th milestone meeting. That's why we have all this energy and vibrancy coming up. But before we start, I'm the SA, Sergeant at Arms, what we call it over here, and my name is Devsha. So those who are wondering what a Sergeant at Arms does and what a Bright Hearts is, let me clarify it. So a Sergeant at Arms is responsible to energize the room, start the meeting, and ensure that everything is perfectly set for the speakers. Now coming to Bright Hearts. Bright Hearts is part of a Toastmaster club. Now what Toastmaster exactly is? So well, in 1924, a person named Ramsey Medley realized that in order to celebrate milestones, you need to speak out your memories. And a lot of people were struggling doing that. So what he thought? Okay, rather than just asking people to randomly talk and they losing it out, why not equip them to do that? And with that came Toastmasters. So, Toastmasters is an international platform where you work on your confidence, communication, and also leadership skills. How? So, you get to give prepared speeches, give impromptu speeches as well, take up club roles to develop your leadership skills. So, that's how Toastmasters helps you to deliver your messages in a celebratory note, even in a 75th milestone. So you know now how you are going to get equipped. So as I mentioned, I had to set ground rules. So there are few rules that we have. So first thing first, all of you have to keep your mobile in silent mode. So giving you 10 seconds. Once you do that, show me a thumbs up. I understand you don't have phones. It's okay. You'll get it one point of time. Done, everyone? Yes. Second, if you want to use the restroom, you see that netted barbed wires. The door is behind that. You can use the restroom. We try to not intervene when the speaker is on the stage. So whenever there's an applause or there's a little bit of gap, that's when you can move around or do some chit chat. We allow chit chat, but during these breaks also, and not too loud because we don't want to disturb others, right? Apart from that, there will be snacks in between. So if you have hunger pangs or feeling the need of cup of coffee or tea, you will get it. Apart from that, what I understand that this venue has unlimited coffee supplies. Is this? Yes. Okay, so you can talk about the venue itself.
So I'm Sumedha. I'm the intern here at Mushroom Studio. Hello, everybody. So Mushroom Studio is this creative space where people can just come in and do stuff. So we have co-working spaces, and we have jams, open mics, game nights, movie nights, things like that. So it's a pretty chill place. So you're welcome here anytime. And another thing is
the picture right now. Okay, just hold tap. This one. Project करना पड़ेगा. This is up, but we'll have to switch off the lights.
Is this the one?
No, the other one.
Shared on those.
It's there. उसको इस तरफ extend कर. Pull that to this side. Ah.
so I just got word that we can't have food today, so no menu. I'm so sorry. But we do have our Instagram page and WhatsApp community, so please go follow it. We would love that. We've shared the QR code for both of them, and I think that's it.
And we have unlimited coffee.
We do.
We do. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You did rock here on the stage. Now, last bit of things. There's a Wi-Fi that you need to enable before you vote for your do voting. The password is mushroom. Now, with that, I would like to hand over the stage to our presiding officer, who ensured that this music that you were dancing to came up live. He is the one behind the scenes working all together to find us cute venues. And he's he's a winner of a lot of competitions, namely tabletop competitions as well. He plays table tennis as well, and he's also a pathway finisher. So without much ado, welcoming the presiding officer who is going to make this 75th milestone happening is President Mani Kumar.
Thank you so much for that loud cheer and the warm introduction by our essay. How are you all feeling? Yes, I equally got the energy from you after seeing all your dancing, also the moves, what you all made. Thank you, Toastmaster Debshev, for that wonderful addressing the gathering with respect to your lovely game. So coming to our meeting 75, I would say these are all the opportunities I got to share a space with all the bright hearts. 75 shining stars in this club, making each and every Sunday a very special from its beginning, September 2024. It's special as if not just to Bangalore, not just within HSR or Karnataka, but touching to the bounds and lips of Karnataka and Kerala till Toastmasters International. Let me say it how. There is something called as very special recognition in Toastmasters called as Club Recognition Program Distinguished Toastmasters Club, where Bright Hearts Toastmasters, since its inception, the first year itself has bagged the President Distinguished Club, making sure the club reaches to international strides. This is what the history of Bright Hearts. And today, this program year from 2025 to 2026, I have a good news to share to all of you. Any guesses? Yes. So this particular year, there is even more special and highest recognition called Medley Distinguished. Any club will get entitled with this winning the program of 10 out of 10 distinguished DCP programs. For the benefit of all the guests, how it happens, it is all through the education program, the pathways, the members' experience, and the meetings and teams, administration and training. Good part over here is Bright Hearts Toastmasters not only reached the milestone of 75, but also ensured that it has bagged 10 of 10 DCP points. Today, my heart is so full to see a room full of people with all their bright faces. Now, I would like to invite and introduce to our guests of this particular meeting. May I welcome you to come on stage to introduce or say hi to other Bright Hearts members with your name, how you got to know about Toastmasters or Bright Hearts, and what are you looking forward from this event. May I invite you, sir? Share your name.
Yeah, my name is Jyoti Jain. First of all, congratulations to the Bright Hearts team and to you all as well on the 75th anniversary. Second thing, this is a really, really vibrant place. Love the vibe here. Cool. So I was born and brought up in a small town in Assam. Have been here in Bangalore for the last 12 years. I'm currently working at a very early young stage startup developing something in AI, which I think like most people are nowadays. Uh, yeah, so that's broadly it, and I love being curious, learning about new things. Currently, what's keeping me busy is my kids at home, and love playing board games and poker. So if anyone's up for it, I'm always game. So that's about it. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for introducing. And I'm sure your hobby is going to increase +1 from today, being with Bright Hearts Toastmasters as well. Yes. So moving on to our next segment, there are many special things planned for today's meeting. Our Toastmaster of the day is going to explain you all of that. Before that, I would love to declare this meeting number 75 as open. So today, we all know that Silver Jubilee, the 75th meeting, which is going to be, I call it as Platinum Jubilee for our Bright Hearts, having this, the meetings and ensuring and enriching each and every member's growth and particularly their speech journey and boosting their confidence. Today, we are going to have this 75th meeting who is going to lead a very special person who has already made his ripples in the leadership program organized by our Toastmasters District 121, the LEAP 3.0, where he already proved that he is not only leader at his organization with the strategic building, but also at Toastmasters, helping a lot of people with his skill set and making everyone grow in their life. It is none other than our very own Toastmasters, where I feel so happy when I talk to him. I feel so glad with his ideas and thoughts. Put your hands together for our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aditya.
Good evening, bright hearts and white hearts. 75. You know what else is 75? The aspirational weight for me. I have been trying to reach 75 kgs for the last 12 months. And we have reached meeting number 75 in less than 2 years. Or actually in 2 years. 75 holds a very special moment. It's a very momentous occasion for a club. And 75 meetings is just not number 75. In fact, we're going to play a little quiz. A quiz that will help us unwind some of the memories of our Bright Hearts Toastmasters Club. Can we have the slides up? Okay. So, we're going to play a little quiz. And whoever answers will get a chocolate from me. But it's not going to be an easy quiz. So can we have the first slide run? Okay, so the number is 2867802. You have to guess what it is. 26. Yes. Everything is related to Bright Hearts or Toastmasters. Sayuj. Club number. Woo! 2867802. Can you just click the next? Is the club number of Bright Hearts. Oh, what's happening? Can you pin this? Oh.
Next, you can read out. Remember the slide is.
I don't remember the numbers. Slide issue. Okay, can you spell out the number? What is the number? Oh! Okay, you need to say the number. Okay, I'll say the number. It's 2024-0929. 2024-0929. Okay, so it's the first. Who answered? Okay, great. Sneha. Woohoo! So it's the first chartered meeting of Bright Hearts Toastmasters Club. One chocolate for you. I think I need the next. I'm really sorry. Thank you.
Okay, the next number is 1515.
1515. Okay, 1515. Yes, Tripti. Woohoo! It's the first address of Bright Hearts Toastmaster Club where we used to have our first initial few meetings. 1515. So one toffee for 3. Okay, we'll move on. We have 2 more questions. 209. Let's see who answers this. 209. Yes.
That is a small talk.
Woohoo! It's the small talks address, the room where we have our usual Bright Hearts meetings. That's in Hustle Hub. Okay. The last question. 15. Okay, this is going to be a hard one, so keep guessing. Number of? Not exactly. But good guess. I'll give you a toffee for that. Okay, I'll give you a clue. It's related to usage. No, it's related to usage. Oh.
50
No.
levels.
No. No. It's related to the grammarian's role.
Simple border.
Yes, 15 is the maximum in any particular meeting. 15 is the maximum number of usage of a particular word. Do you know that word? Anybody can remember that word?
Nivedita only.
Not exactly. Okay, I think it's a difficult one. It's generosity. It used to happen. So I think it was in meeting number 10, 8 or 9. Yeah, something like that. Sorry? I think it was Madhur. Was it Madhur?
Oh.
Madhur, get the topic. All right. So let me switch on the lights. So today we have 75th meeting as a special meeting. And in any Toastmasters meeting, we have 3 segments. First is the prepared speech segment. Second is the table topic segment. And the third is the evaluation segment. In the prepared speech section, there are speakers who work according to their level and projects. And they come here and prepare their speeches, present their speeches. In table topics, a table topic master gives you a 1 to 2 minute impromptu topic for you to speak on stage. And in the third section, which is the evaluation section, we have general evaluators, speech evaluators who will come and give their feedback along with the tag team of general evaluation. So, because it's the 75th meeting, we don't have any role takers. We are going to select most of the role takers on spot. So, we have 3 boxes. These are called boxes of destiny. They are going to decide your fate as a role taker in today's meeting. So, we already have few names in these boxes which are going to get picked. So, the first is, okay. So, may I ask, I forgot her name. Monisha and Vikash to come here and select the role takers for the day. Evaluators. All right. So both of you will pick up a chit, and that person will be the general evaluator for the day.
Can you do
Okay.
one thing? Just like move on stage so that it comes.
Okay, so let's pick this box up. Come. And you're going to close your eyes. And both of you are going to agree on one chit. Okay? Close your eyes and pick up a chit. Who does it say? Who does it say? Mother!
Hey.
So today's general evaluation will be done by Toastmaster Madhur. This is your prize. Madhur, I will soon call you here to explain your role, and once the tag team is allotted, we will explain the tag roles as well. Till then, you can be seated. Okay. So Madhur is done. Okay. Yeah. So the second role taker is the table topic master. Manjarika. I don't have your prize, but I'll give it to you soon. So you are the table topic master. What we will do is you will have a couple of minutes to sit down and think based on the theme as well as some relevant topics for guests and members. And then you can come and do your table topic section. Congratulations. Okay. So, okay, we'll have the evaluation as well. So we have two speakers for whom we'll be selecting evaluators. For the first speaker, Toastmaster Sneha. Toastmaster Sneha, you will be evaluating the first speaker for today. And there are some guidelines based on the previous feedback. You can incorporate it. And once the cons call upon the general evaluator, you can give the feedback as well. Thank you. The second evaluator for today, Toastmaster Tripti. Thank you. What is that? Okay. So the final set of role takers for today is the Tag S team, which is the timer, R counter, grammarian, and the special role. All four. All four? Okay. Let's pick four. All four. Okay. So the timer for today is Toastmaster Pooja. The R counter for today is Toastmaster Ilango. Whoa. The grammarian for today is Toastmaster Akshay. And the final role taker for today, which is the listener role, will be taken up by Toastmaster Pragya. Thank you. Okay. So we will get started. Yes. You have any questions? So you will be evaluating the second speaker, which is Toastmaster Deepak. And Toastmaster Sumit will be evaluated by Toastmaster Sneha. Okay. So first we will start with the prepared speech section. Now, before I call upon the first speaker, I'll call upon the first evaluator. She is a happy-go-lucky person and is an OG member of Bright Hearts. She is known for stealing from shops during her younger days. She is a senior lead and an IT professional with a very well-known reputed company in Bangalore. And she loves socializing, shopping, and playing with her friends. Without any further ado, please welcome the first evaluator for today, Toastmaster Sneha Masalkar.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. So today being like a surprise for evaluation, I was lucky that I just asked him beforehand, Sumit, that, what speech is he taking? And I got to know a little bit about it. So I have an edge over there. So he is attempting his level 1, project 4. And from my understanding, the objective of this speech would be to use good body language and vocal variety, as well as to incorporate the feedback from his previous speeches. With that said, I wish my target speaker all the very best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sneha. We will start with the first prepared speech. Our first speaker is a dancing and a gymming enthusiast. He is an IIT Kanpur graduate and he loves grooving to Bollywood music. So, without any further ado, let me welcome the first speaker for today, Toastmaster Sumit Ranjan. Timer, please note, Sumit's speech will be in the range of 5 to 7 minutes. Sumit Ranjan, 2 hours or 30 minutes. 2 hours or 30 minutes, Toastmaster Sumit.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone, fellow Toastmaster and dear guest. Every day, I make a plan, a very clear plan. Tomorrow, I'll wake up 2 hours before office. I'll drink warm water, prepare my pre-workout meal, go to the gym, come back and have breakfast. I also plan to read magazines, respond to pending emails from overnight. Basically, the plan is to become a very completely different person and be productive and start the day ahead of everyone else. That is the plan. But in reality, I wake up 30 minutes before office. Not 2 hours, not 1 hour, 30 precise minutes. And it is definitely not productive. It is survival mode, panic mode, racing against time to reach office to prevent half the day's salary from getting deducted. And once I reach office, I say to myself, it's fine, we'll see tomorrow. Then the day ends. I again set up the alarm for tomorrow. Same plan, same motivation, same confidence, and next day, same result. Every morning, there is a conversation in my head. There is a first voice. Come on, get up. This is your chance. These 2 hours can fix your life. Then there's the second voice. It's fine. You can sleep. You worked hard yesterday. We'll see some other day. And somehow the second voice always wins. So I tried a few things. I tried to sleep early, try to set multiple alarms at interval of 5 minutes, try to keep my phone away from bed, but no, nothing worked. Until one fine day, I again wake up 30 minutes before office. I check my phone for any urgent messages. I pick up my toothbrush and rush to the washroom. Already stressed about the day ahead, half asleep. Somehow, I managed to reach office on time. And once I reach office, that day I think to myself, why does this keep happening? I've tried a lot of things. How can I fix this? I again think for some time. I think about the moment when the alarm bell rings. The moment the alarm bell rings, I'm thinking about a lot of things. How am I going to plan my day ahead? How am I going to be productive? I'm forcing my brain to make a lot of decisions and implement them. I was overwhelming it every single day, and the brain was not responding well to it. The moment I try to overwhelm it, it starts negotiating. And once the negotiation starts, the second voice takes over. And when the second voice takes over, I wake up 30 minutes before office. So I try to change something. I try to focus on the moment the alarm bell rings. Instead of focusing on a lot of things and trying to force it to make a decision, I try to implement one single routine. The moment the bell rings, I'll sit up straight, count to 5, pick up my toothbrush, and go to the washroom. No other thing to do. No other decision to make. One single routine. That should be easy. And so I tried. It worked well for a few days. Today, it has been 2 months since that day. I still wake up 30 minutes before office some days. But most days, I'm able to wake up, if not 2 hours, at least 1 hour before office. While I might not be able to achieve all the things which I had initially planned, but I feel I'm able to get done a lot of things. Most importantly, I feel productive. While the process might not still be perfect, but I wasn't really looking to be perfect. I believe it's a small step, but it's a step in the right direction. What I was looking for is being consistent. And I believe one thing about consistency is it compounds. So what I have learned in the whole process, in the whole journey, what I've learned is success is not built in the 2 hours after the alarm bell rings. It is built at the moment the alarm bell rings. The moment when you decide not to snooze, but instead to take control. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sumit, for such a wonderful speech. You snooze, you lose. Yes, we have all heard of that proverb. And I think consistency can be built over time and not through just efforts of 2-3 days. And that's why 75th meeting is especially significant, because we have all been there, done that for the past 75 weeks and much more. And that's why so many of us are able to come and speak on stage today and offer some sort of insights from our lives to others in whatever way we can. Okay. Moving on to the second prepared speech for today. But before I welcome the second speaker, I'll welcome the second evaluator. She is an OG member of HSR and Bright Hearts. You will see her in almost every meeting. She's omnipresent. And I think she has brought about so much cultural change to HSR and Bright Hearts, which would not have been possible just by giving speeches or just by doing normal meetings. Without any further ado, please welcome past president of HSR and our guest for today, Toastmaster Tripti Tripathi.
Thank you, Aditya. That was very generous of you. Good evening, everyone. The second speaker for today's meeting is going to attempt his Level 2 Project 1 from the Pathways Presentation Mastery. The purpose of the project is Know Your Communication Style, where the member has to learn about different communication style and identify his primary communication style. All the best to my target speaker, and I'll be back when called upon by the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tripti. Our second speaker is actually an IIT Kharagpur alumni. He is a senior architect who is working with a well-known international firm, and he enjoys reading, traveling with his family and daughters. Please welcome our second speaker for today, Toastmaster Deepak Kumar.
Thank you, Aditya.
Toastmaster Deepak, from anchor to the spark, from anchor to the spark, Toastmaster Deepak.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Imagine you are going into a party, a dinner party, and you enter the room. You see that. Okay. You see that room is busy with buzzing with energy. There is a slow music going on, but at the same time, laughter is of much more volume. So there is a loud laughter. In that room, where would you find me if there are a lot of people? Your safe bet is to go to a room corner. I might be there talking to someone whom I know for last 15 years. That's my usual comfortable habit. Not to spend time in introductions, but casually move one or two people and then talk to them and go by. So as you can guess, this is a supportive communicator style. A supportive communicator spends time more in listening than to speak, and he's built by the charm or for calmness and steady way. So today I'm going to talk about my calmness style or supportive style, and the new style that I want to pick up, because it has supportive style has worked okay for me. It has not given very good results, but yes, it is okay for me. There are friends who are really close friends, and but I don't have a big circle of friends, despite living in a society full of age group like mine. So talking, my aspiration is to get into an initiative communication style. An initiator communication style is like he's the one who will be mixing with a lot of people, saying hi there, cracking a joke, or give the energy to the room. My wish is to move from this anchorship, which is supportive, to the style of active. So why would I do that? Why would I want to change this communication style? Because what happens is, if you are an initiator and if you molded yourself to be an initiator, there are advantages. You become sociable, you are fun-loving, you are optimistic, you are innovative, because you have to do that, and they are typically of that nature. So having said that, I would like to go back to supportive style. How do you understand his a supportive style? Supportive style communicators listen more and talk less. They are very peaceful and they don't want disturbance in the party or wherever they are. They are comfortable with company of few people itself, and they are reliable friends, and they are ever-present colleagues. So these are the advantages of it. But with this supportive style, I found some disadvantages that I want to talk about. So I may be a calm person, but at the same time, I tend to forget names of acquaintance very fast. Whenever I meet an acquaintance, I just say hello, how are you? And that person will also talk about hello, how are you, Luke? Because I don't have the name in my head for that to get into a deeper communication. So now moving on, an initiator is full of energy, goes, mixes with everyone, and becomes known to larger number of people. He feels comfortable in a crowd. So how do I become from supportive to initiator? Couple of things I have not noted down. So one is this loop of hello. I would like to change the word hello with a good remark, a spontaneous remark, and energizing observations instead of just saying a plain hello. Second change I would take is it is about yeah. So whenever I am in a supportive style, I tend to gravitate towards one or two people. That habit has to be broken, and I have to talk to many people, and that way I will become more and more comfortable. The third change is okay, I'll move on. So, in summary, as you know, my dominant communication style is supportive. I would work towards becoming a active active communicator, and I'll today perhaps we have a dinner today, so I would start my practice with that day today itself, and see how much improvement it comes. Then I may have to sort in this piece. There was one more paragraph. Over to Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak, for explaining your communication style. Before we move on to the third speaker, may I call upon the general evaluator to explain his role and the tag team. Sorry for the delay in doing this because we announced our all role takers in today's meeting itself. So we gave some time to the general evaluator and the tag S team to prepare their scripts. Calling upon the general evaluator for the day, Toastmaster Madhur.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. How many of us feel this is a little special meeting? Starting from the moment I enter, by taking off my shoes, I felt this is something religious to happening. And and we started with the game and the theme of the meeting, really surprising. Now coming on to my role, I will be noting down each participants coming on the stage, and I will help us introduce to the TAGS team. And during the end of the meeting, I will be presenting my report with my team, where I will be sharing the observations about each participants and what happened during the meeting and of the meeting. With that, I would like to introduce my team, starting with the timer role. I would like to welcome Toastmaster Pooja to explain her role.
Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. So I am the timer for today. I will be timing the table topic speakers, formal speeches, and evaluations. I will have, for table topics, we will have at 1 minute, we will have a green card. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, we'll have a yellow card. And at 2 minutes, we'll have red card. For prepared speeches, at 5 minutes, we will have green card. At 6 minutes, we'll have a yellow card. And at 7 minutes, we will have a red card. For evaluations, the timing is 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, we will have a green card. At 2 minutes, 30 seconds, we will have a yellow card. And at 3 minutes, we'll have a red card. With that, I hand over the stage to the general evaluator.
Thank you so much, Pooja, for explaining the role in detail. Now, next, I would like to welcome the next family of our member, our counter. Help me welcome Toastmaster Ilango.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, my dear guest.
Good evening.
I'm privileged to join in today's special sound meeting of Bright Arts and to explain my role. My role is a counter. A counter is note that the word and sounds that are used for crunch or push pillar by anyone who speaks during this meeting. So I will listen over the sounds including and, well, but, so, and, you know, like that. Also, I will listen the pillar sound like a, I will also note then the speaker who's repeat the word, such as I know, you know, like that. At the end of the meeting, when I called upon by general evaluator, I will give that report. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ilango, for explaining with detail with example. Next, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Akshay for explaining his role of grammarian.
Thank you, everyone. Good evening. I am the grammarian for the day. So as the grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will take note of any improper language, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word is jubilant, which means feeling or expressing great happiness and triumph. For example, The Bright Hearts are jubilant about celebrating the club's 75th milestone meeting. Another example, Akshay is jubilant to see a room brimming with happiness. I will come back at the end to provide my report. With that, back to you, Madhur.
Thank you so much, Akshay, for introducing Word of the Day and explaining his role. With that, I would like to hand over to Toastmaster of the Day. Before that, I forget to introduce one of the cutest member of our family, and she will explain her role of listeners. Help me welcome Toastmaster Pragya.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. A very happy 75th anniversary to our Bright Heart Toastmasters, all of you. And I am listener for the day. So, as listener, I'll be listening all the speakers who take the stage, and I'm gonna note down the interesting tidbits of information related to the content presented by each speaker. I encourage everyone to listen to all those who take the stage. So at the end of the meeting, I'm gonna come back on the stage and we will play a little KBC. Kaun banega chocolate pati? Keep listening and we'll play that game at the end. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Pragya. And she is doing this role for first time, and we'll be excited to know what is KBC all about in terms of chocolate. With that, I would like to hand over to Toastmaster of the Day to proceed the meeting further.
Great. What a cute team. Thank you, Madhur. Thank you, Madhur and the tag team for introducing yourselves and your roles. Next, we will have speaker number 3 coming on stage. Now, for this speaker, we will not have any evaluation because it's a speech from a Better Speaker series. So usually, these speeches are about awareness, knowledge, and some major takeaways from whatever the speaker has to share as part of their journey and as part of their Toastmasters life. Climate, please note that this speech will be between 10 to 15 minutes. And the speaker will be speaking on the theme of preparation and practice along with a presentation that he has to show. So without any further ado, I would like to welcome a person. He is a senior software professional who has lived in India and abroad. And he keeps doing kitchen experiments. And his philosophy is whatever looks good, eat it. Which means he's a racist. All right. So without any further ado, welcoming the person himself, Toastmaster Sayuj Varghese. Toastmaster Sayuj, how to prepare a speech without causing a mass nap. How to prepare a speech without causing a mass nap, Toastmaster Sayuj. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. And I'll give you guys a moment to look at the presentation while I take a deep breath. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good afternoon.
Tell me honestly, how many of you have attended a speech where in the first 2 minutes, you're looking at your watch? After 5 minutes, you're looking at your phone. And after 10 minutes, looking at your pulse. You see, I'm still alive. I have. The speech was so boring, the timer went off to sleep. And the grammarian, well, she was lost for words. The funny part is that these are not boring people. These are very interesting people with boring preparations. And that's why it's important for us to prepare. Great speeches do not happen by accident. They are prepared, they are practiced, they are refined. Today, I'm going to tell you 3 secrets that is used by most speakers. And if you want to avoid mass napping, then you should use these 3 secrets. Secret 1, audience first. The first question that most speakers ask is, what do I want to speak about? And the audience there is thinking, what am I going to get out of this? Let me give you an example. The first speech that I gave, I found a topic which was very fascinating to me. And I created a speech with images, lots of words, humor, and I delivered it. And at the end of the speech, one guy came up to me and said, that speech was very informative. And in Toastmasters language, that means there's something that you were saying, but I don't know what was it. And that's when I realized it's very important to understand the audience. Let me give you another example. One of my friends, he gave a speech, a very technical speech to a non-technical audience. He had graphs, he had data, he had complex terms. 10 minutes into the meeting, he asked the audience, are you following me? The audience nods. Not because they are understanding, because they had given up. Couple of months later, he gave another speech, but he did something differently. He removed all the complex jargons. He made it into a simple story. Same topic, same speaker, completely different results. He had the audience completely engaged. They were laughing, asking him questions, and they remembered what he said. So it is very important to understand the audience. If you're speaking to a room full of college students, talk about careers, talk about interests, talk about the mistakes. You're speaking to a group of parents, talk about children. And if you're speaking to a group of Toastmasters, talk about your icebreaker. Because every Toastmaster remembers their icebreaker. The heart racing, the hands trembling. And suddenly you realize the audience is smiling as if they understand. The point is, they do. And that is why it is very important that you understand the audience and make your speech for the audience. Second, now that you've understood your audience, the next question, the next challenge becomes, what do I say? Let me give you another example of one of my speeches. I had 20 ideas. And naturally, I combined all that into one speech. Because why give audience clarity when I can confuse them? The result? The speech felt more like a WhatsApp group conversation. Completely random, confusing, and never ending. And that's when I realized you need to have clarity. And there's another example where That's when you need to have clarity in terms of what you need to do. You need to keep your speech simple. And I also realize the audience does not remember 20 ideas. They struggle to remember 3. That's why great speeches follow the rule of the 3. 3 lessons, 3 points, 3 secrets. A good speech is like a burger. The top bun is the opening. The filling is your ideas. The bottom bun is your closing. And without the bottom bun, everything falls apart. And then suddenly the audience is left confused and slightly hungry. And that's why you need to follow this simple rule, the rule of 3, and keep the structure very, very simple. Now you've identified your audience. You have got a great structure in place, but there's one thing that can ruin everything, and that is not practicing. Now we come to the most important step, practice. Unfortunately, most people think practice is thinking about the speech in the car while you're coming to the meeting. That's not practice. That's wishful thinking. Great speakers rehearse. They say it out loud. They stand up. They experience the speech before the audience does. Let me share a very embarrassing example. First time I recorded myself, and I watched the recording, I didn't look at the speech. I was thinking, why am I standing like this? What are my hands doing? Is that really my voice? And that's important because you get to know the truth before the audience does. So practice is a very important thing so that you can deliver a great speech. See, this is what happens when you don't practice. So let me give you another example. Once I thought, I have practiced enough in my head. I'm fine. I walked on the stage confidently, said, "Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters." And then I forgot the next statement. My mind went blank, completely blank. I looked at the audience looked at me, and we formed this beautiful moment of confusion. And I tried to recover, saying, what I wanted to say is, and I had no clue what I was saying. So practice. So that day I learned something very important. If you don't practice your speech, the speech will practice you on stage. Next. In conclusion, let me leave you with these 3 thoughts. 3 important secrets that you need in order for you when you prepare your speech and deliver your speech. Audience first, keep it simple, practice. Let me leave you with these thoughts. Every great speaker that you admire was once a nervous speaker. Every confident voice that you hear was unsure, hesitant, and didn't have any clue what they're doing on stage. The difference, they didn't wait to be perfect. They practiced, they simplified, they prepared themselves. And speech by speech, they improved. So remember, next time you prepare for a speech, just make sure you have enough practice. And the audience is not waiting for perfection. All that they want is a reason not to look at their phone. And if you follow these three things, they will not. Except one guy there who's maybe checking for when the snacks are coming. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sayuj, for giving this beautiful model of audience connect, keeping it simple, and practicing amply for perfecting your speech, irrespective of what audience is there in front of you. Before we move on to our next segment, can we... Yes. Can we have a few more questions up on the slides? Yeah, we need to cover. Can you share the next number with me? Oh, don't peep. So this is done. Next. Okay, next. Number 9. Ooh.
Nine, the president distinguished DCP points.
Last year was 9.
Okay. Any other answers? That's already done, but okay, good. I also don't remember the answer. Can you help me? Oh, okay. 9 months. Sayuj is close, so he gets a chocolate. Okay. Okay, yeah. Can we move on to the next? 205. This is not so straightforward. Think about all the math you can do with respect to meetings.
205 roll takes.
Cumulative roll taker is not a bad guess. Okay. Anything else? 205 days. A little bit bad math, but okay. Can we have the answer? Number of hours spent on the stage. This is the speech hours, right? Into number of hours that people have spent as speakers. 5,000 approximately. So this is again related to the math that you can do with respect to meetings. Total hours of meeting. Are you looking at the answer? Somewhat close. 5,000 cups of tea. Where is Toastmaster Vibhor? Okay. Can you have the answer? 5,000 hours of collective preparation for these 75 meetings, which includes Brightiversary, by the way. Yeah?
Yeah.
I am doing the math. Thank you. All right, next one. The last one. 7,500. Okay, these are the number of minutes, not hours. Minutes. In between the meetings, you have few things. Do we just hang out during the meeting? Or?
After meeting, hang out.
I would say our average is
That's Akshay's bill or maybe something like that. Okay, can we have the answer? This is beyond the meeting, by the way. All right. So moving on to the next section, which is voting. We can close the slides. Okay. So this is vote 1. So all of you can open your cell phones and in your browser, you can type in bit.ly/bhtm vote 1 to vote for the best speaker.
There is a Wi-Fi, you can connect it, password in Mushroom or small letters. In case there is no Wi-Fi, you can.
So folks can connect to the Wi-Fi network of Mushroom with the password Mushroom, right? Yes. Okay. How many votes do we have so far?
You checking one?
The Wi-Fi is slow. Okay. So we have 4 responses so far. We need at least 20. Wi-Fi is very slow, no? Wi-Fi is very slow. Okay, people who are done voting, we will have a quick 10-minute break. So you can head towards the tea section. And we have special desserts from Germany. Woohoo! So folks who have voted can start with your tea and snacks. People who are voting can continue voting. We still have a long way to go. जल्दी हो गया जल्दी हो आपने सिग्मा बढ़ाई तो मल्टीप्लाई करो
क्या लॉजिक लगा कि
वेरी टफ
2 दिन मेरे लिए मेरा पति अवेलेबल लेट हो गई चल के साथ
आपको पता नहीं था कि क्या होने वाला है
मतलब वो उसने बोला मैंने ये क्या I'm lost.
How many votes?
17.
17 votes. Okay. 18 so far. 2 more to go, guys.
delicious
Okay. Thanks to Jurmi for such wonderful desserts. And I thought the other cake was also free. So I thought of going and grabbing it, but then they said that you have to pay for it. So, okay. Okairi. What is the meaning of Okairi? Does anyone know?
ugly
Huh? It means welcome back in Japanese. Okay. So welcome back, folks. Before we went for the break, we discussed a lot of numbers here. And folks have been trying to ask me, how did you come up with the math? So I'm not going to reveal the math because I don't have it on the slides yet. But very soon, I am going to share with you how did we arrive at those numbers. In fact, I believe that those are much smaller numbers for us. We have spent more hours working together so that each and every speaker on stage is prepared, not just for each meeting, but also for our contests, for our special meetings, etc. And for speakers who go beyond our club competitions for other roles beyond just our clubs. So I believe that the collective effort that we have experienced, or the collective power that we have experienced as a part of Bright Hearts, has just reached a very, very small point at this level in terms of meeting number 75. And we are going to continue to grow as we continue to practice and we continue to become more and more mentored by other senior members of the club. Moving on to our next segment, which is table topic segment. So in table topics, we will have few speakers who will come up on the stage and we will share, and they will be given a topic where the table topic master will be here to assign them a few questions. So I would like to welcome the table topic master for today. She knows 5 languages, including Japanese. She is a dancer and she does freestyle dancing. Is it freestyle or hip hop? I think it's hip hop. She's from Chennai and she is a software professional with a very large MNC, and she has been a member of Bright Hearts for at least a year now. Without any further ado, please welcome the table topic master for today, Toastmaster Manjarika.
Good evening, Toastmasters, guests, and all the brave souls who took unplanned roles today. I think at this point, we are not running a meeting. We are running an experiment. But I'm so jubilant to see that we have done so good so far. Now we move on to the table topics, a segment which is perfectly planned for you to be unprepared, just like today's meeting. As your table topics master, I will be calling on members or guests randomly and give question or a topic. You will have 1 to 2 minutes to speak. No preparation, only creativity and maybe a little bit of humor. I'm looking forward to listening to all your stories. So show of hands, who would like to start first? Arna, what is a goal you achieved that felt impossible initially?
Who here has picked a speech slot when they didn't have a speech prepared? It was Monday or Wednesday evening, and I had decided to take my Toastmasters journey seriously after about 6 months. And the way to do that was to come on this stage and give my best every time. So when the speech slot was opened by our very own Arundhati Basu, I decided to take her advice and pick speaker 1. And then I changed it to speaker 3 immediately. Because every second counts. I started with a blank slate that very night and the cursor beeping. And then I decided to go to sleep because productive ideas come from rested minds. The next morning when I woke up, I had college and then a hangout with friends and then a call about the hangout with friends. So I decided that since I've had a tiring, productive day, I will come to the speech the next day. It so happened that the next day was also like the day before. And the next. Soon enough, it was Saturday. Now, the thing about Saturdays is they're supposed to be days of rest. So I decided, if I sat down at the laptop, some idea is bound to present itself. And an idea did. But then I decided that idea was terrible. And then another idea did. But that idea was also terrible. And soon enough, it was Saturday night. At 1 a.m., I decided I should just start typing. And the creative flow that was reached under that pressure produced a speech that was, in all words, mediocre. But the goal was achieved. And I believe anybody can achieve their goal under the right deadline. Thank you.
Thank you, Arna. Can we have a guest next, please? Maria, your topic is, what is the most courageous thing you have ever done? What is the most courageous thing you have ever done?
When we think about courage, we always think about the lion. And going back to my childhood days, my sister and I used to fight Lion King or Brother Bear. I was always Brother Bear because I'm a very emotional and sensitive, caring sister, and she is all about the dramatics and theater, even though Lion King does have a lot of takeaways. Talking about the most courageous thing I did, just like how Simba took on the role of the king of the jungle, back when I started public speaking, I knew I was a good speaker. No flattery, but humble much, Maria. But I never took that step to actually embrace the stage. If there was a room full of people, I would sit there and think, you know what, let me just raise my hand and I'll go up on the stage and I will conquer the stage. But I never had that courage to be the first one to raise my hand. I always thought there might be somebody else that will come up, just like Mufasa came up and took the throne from Simba. But then in college, when they came up with Toastmasters International, and this is a story I think most of us resonate with, our first step into public speaking, it requires an immense amount of courage. And when I sat there in that room, gave that interview, even though I was nervous, even though I was anxious, even though I knew I had what it takes to be a good public speaker, taking that first step, becoming the Simba of your life, is something which requires a lot of courage. And that would be one of the most courageous things I have done. So I urge all of you to embrace the Simba in you and keep in touch with your emotional side, like I did with Big Brother, Brother Bear, and also embrace the stage that would be your pride rock for all those who get the reference. So yeah, that was the most courageous thing I did. Thank you so much.
Who would like to go next? Okay. No, you can. Next, we will call Nikhil next.
Jyoti.
Jyoti. Jyoti, your topic is, if you had an extra hour daily, what would you learn? If you had an extra hour daily, what would you learn?
Great question, actually. Yeah, so current priority is definitely thinking clearly. So I would start by writing more of my thoughts, like untangling that's something that's going in my head. A lot of loose ends, I feel, and something that has shown some light at the end of the tunnel is me writing on a daily basis. But difficult times, at times you don't get enough time to write, but I'll start focusing on writing more every day, with the focus to become more clear in my thoughts and articulate things in a much better way, and obviously come much more prepared when I'm talking to people. And the other thing is this exact moment right here, right? Like when I'm thrown a topic to randomly talk about it, I have like so many things going on in my head right now. But then how do you structure these in a way that explains the problem and the solution and the takeaway really well? So that's something that I want to learn. Yeah.
Can we have a member next? Nikhil, your topic is, tell us about a risk you took that changed everything. Tell us about a risk you took that changed everything.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. So, a very recent risk that I took was coming up to the stage and giving my icebreaker last month. It was pretty risky because I have a lot of social anxiety. So, when I'm standing in front of an audience, I get really, really scared. So, giving that speech was a very risky move. I thought I'll fumble and I'll mess up the speech. And I was also planning on reciting my speech while looking at the content. But at the last moment, I decided not to look at the written speech and just, memorize it and go for it. So yeah, that was one of the biggest risks that I took, and it really helped me build a little more confidence. Right now, I'm talking about a table topic which I would have not been able to do if it wasn't for that icebreaker. So really glad that I took that risk. Thank you.
Who would like to go next? Carol, your topic is, how do you stay consistent when you feel like quitting? How do you stay consistent when you feel like quitting? Can I just hold it this way?
Just this way. Okay. Yeah, got it. Okay. How do I stay consistent when I feel like quitting? I think this is a situation a lot of us face. Believe it or not, no matter how much ever you say that, I'm super consistent, that, hey, I make it 4 times a week to the gym. There'll be that one week where you'll be like, nah, I don't feel like going today. I mean, it has happened a lot of times to me. But I think the main idea or the main thought process behind being consistent is not starting with an extreme step. For instance, you want to start a new habit like reading a book. Instead of going for, let's just say, finishing one book within, let's just say, one day, start with 1 page a day or 2 pages a day, and then slowly increase that to 5 pages a day. And I think by using that strategy, you at least get the feeling that, okay, you are being consistent, you are putting in the work, you are doing that baby step. And I think for me, that is how I try to stay consistent. Granted, yes, there are days when I don't, but just doing that small little step every day helps me to keep going every single day. That's about it, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Carol. Can we have a member next? Jurmin, your topic is, how would you describe our club culture to your friends? How would you describe our club culture to your friends?
This is going to be very difficult. I don't describe much about Toastmaster, regardless, we are told to. Though I am a associate VP member. That's not very good. The reason is my life is very confined to my office work and the society I live in. So I don't have any life. Then my good friend, Pooja, she told, you don't have any life. Let me introduce you to life. Okay, I'll take you. She took me for parties. She introduced me to this club, and one condition: don't get anyone from your society, because you will be in that desperate circle talking about the small things, what's going on, their life, your life, all this. But you need to have a broader perspective. So now, what I describe, when I see people who really wants to learn something, develop their personality, only those I tell them, not to everyone that you need to join. No, this is a culture. No, I really tell them that this is where really changed my life. Because
before this, I have taken a lot of personality development classes. Like there will be like courses I paid like for 1-2 days class, 3 classes, 20K. I attended like 5 hours. If you believe, I have attended like 5 hours and I got severe headache. Then I put it in a recording mode and I never listened to it. So it doesn't work. So this platform gives us the opportunity to come to the stage and the real life experience to develop your personality and public speaking, the fear, to grow out of the fear, the consistency, the practice, everything that makes a better speaker, leader, I think. That's how I describe to my close friends.
Thank you, Jurmin, and thanks to all the participants for their interesting stories. With that, we come to the end of table topics segment. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Manjarika, for this round of table topic section. And you give very interesting and relatable topics to all of us. With that, let's get ahead in this meeting and let's start the evaluation section, where I would like to call upon the stage the first evaluator, Toastmaster Sneha, for evaluating the first speaker's speech.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. So we all know the adage, you snooze, you lose. My target speaker definitely did not snooze on the feedback that was given to him. Since the whole objective of this speech was to incorporate the feedback from your previous speech, at least one aspect of your feedback, I think you did wonders because you covered 2 of your major feedbacks. So the first feedback given to Sumit was the speech should be structured. And the second feedback given was he should not look at the floor and look up at the audience. Happy to report that you fulfilled both of these objectives and these feedbacks. So in terms of the first feedback, giving a structured speech. So you gave a proper intro, body, and conclusion. In the introduction, you identified your issue. So your issue was basically getting up late for office, thinking when you snooze the alarm, and then getting into that vicious circle where you're in office, but you're mentally thinking, oh my God, like, why did I not wake up on time, etc. And you also describe what is your ideal day like, which is basically getting up 2 hours before so that the audience has a picture of, what it is that you expect and where you're lagging behind. In the body, you elaborated further on the issue. You gave us a very vivid picture. You are getting up with the sound of the alarm. You're snoozing the alarm. You're getting into thinking a lot of negatives, and then you're going into office and thinking, why does this happen to me? You gave a vivid picture with, both the voices in your head and the voice 2 winning, which is trying to bring you down and getting you late again and again. So you made it very relatable for all of us that, how we also go through these days. But for you, this was a pertinent issue. And the conclusion you talked about, how this solution helped you. You just decided to be an action taker. You said that as soon as the alarm comes, you snooze it, and then you just immediately get out of bed and you brush your teeth and you get about your day, and this helped you. And I like the conclusion. You were very humble. You said that I've not achieved all of my objectives, but you've implemented a solution of wake, and now you're waking up at least 1 hour before, and that's working out for you. I loved how motivating this was and how real this was. So in that sense, it was a great conclusion. So Sumit, The second part of your feedback was that you looked up and very confidently addressed the audience. And you also had confident gestures, like you were clasping your hands and talking. So that was a really good thing, and you should keep it up. Some things you can improve upon perhaps is, now that you're looking up at the audience, you can perhaps pace around the stage, because I noticed you just kind of station yourself here and speak. Secondly, the gestures. While I like that you use audience like voice one, voice two, and them talking to each other, you can make it more vivid by, you see, shutting off the alarm, you're waking up lazily, you're going and brushing your teeth. That will give the audience a better picture. So by keeping up a good structure and making eye contact, which you're already doing, and by pacing around the stage and having simple gestures, you can take your speech to the next level. So by conquering your day, you got ahead, but by delivering your speech, you inspired us all to get ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sneha, for evaluating Toastmaster Sumit's speech. I totally resonate with your thoughts, how he could have improved on gesture. And I really like how you give the or highlight the feedback that he have received from his first feedback. Just a feedback for you, you can have a little bit of a hook at the start, so that you can grab audience attention. And coming on to the speaker, Sumit, I also resonate with her thoughts of having a monotonous gesture, which you can improve and have a better stage movement. But kudos to you, the way you explain the pain that you have in morning routine. You pulled off very easily, and we were able to get your pain the way you have in your morning routine. One more feedback, I find the redundant information is being shared, whereas you can involve more stories so that we can find it more relatable as an audience. But kudos to you on this speech. Next, I would like to call upon the second evaluator, Toastmaster Tripti, to evaluate the second speaker's speech.
Good evening, everyone. Today, my target speaker spoke about his primary communication style and the fact that he would like to be more initiating when it comes to his day-to-day life. Let's see what he did right about by starting with the highlights. Number one highlight for me, Deepak, is that you successfully completed the project objective. The project objectives clearly state to have an understanding of different kind of communication style and state what is it that you primarily connect to and what is it that you want to look forward to working in. I was clear by the end of the speech that, okay, your primary style is supportive and initiating communication is something that you would want to work on. So kudos to you on that front. Second important highlight for me was clear call to action. In level 2 projects where you have to understand your communication or leadership style, you tend to say, okay, I will look forward to doing this. But you stating that tonight, after the meeting at Bright Heart's dinner party, you will be displaying initiating communication style was something that I found very interesting and looking forward to you channelizing that. Coming to the area of improvements that could take your speech to the next level. Number one, and I'll keep it very simple, 2 simple challenges for you now that you've reached level 2. Number one is using your voice more. When I heard you before to what I heard you now, Deepak, I think there has been visible change in the voice that you have now. But you can take it to the next level by just being a little louder. I was sitting there and I had to lean in to understand a few statements and words. So just be a little more loud. Even just try at home being loud, stating sentences in loud. That's one thing that I can suggest you. Second is standing at this part of the stage with mostly your hands clasped. Try just opening them in your next speech. In the next speech, try moving around the stage and using the stage in different ways, right? Just start by opening body language for your next speech. Third is practice. I think there was a speech, there was a section in your speech where you were stating the how. How would you look at improving your initiating communication, and good presence of mind where you were stuck, but you're like, we will move on. Good presence of mind there, but maybe dedicating more time to practicing the speech would help. Overall, I think great job on adhering to the project objective, clear call to action to your speech, love it. Little bit work and challenging yourself in terms of your voice, using the stage more with open body language, and practicing a bit more will not just help you anchor the speech, but also let you spark conversation that light fire through and through. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tripti. I really align with your thoughts. You mentioned the highlights and area of improvement that whatever I have noted about this speaker. No major feedback from my side to you. Coming on to the speaker, I also find the same. And I think practicing more can be helpful. And the way you arrived at your communication style of supportive, I really like that at the start, the way you gave example and arrive at the conclusion that what is your communication style and what you are aspired to be. I really like that way, and I definitely see massive improvement. I find you really confident on stage. Kudos to you on the work that you're doing, and all the best for future speeches. Now, coming on to the speaker 3, Sayoj, he presented a series of project where I really like the cheerful way that you involve in your delivery while delivering the content. I really like that, and I really like the humorous start that you take. It grabs everyone's attention at the start. Now, coming on to what I find that you can improve is, I find there could be some takeaway as an audience to give. Maybe you can utilize remaining 30 seconds of your speech for everyone to have that takeaway. Also, as this was the project series, you may have involved a little bit of activity. For example, standing, making anyone stand and explaining them or asking them any questions. It would have helped everyone to have that engagement. But apart from that, I find your speech really helpful as an audience, and I wish all the best to you. Now, coming on to the evaluating other part of the meeting. How much time do I have? Timer? Yes, tag is roll. So, starting the tag evaluation, I would like to welcome listener Toastmaster Pragya to present her report. Help me welcome Toastmaster Pragya.
Good evening once again. So, shall we start the game?
Yes.
Everyone is ready?
Yes.
Okay. So, the first question that I'm going to ask is, who is omnipresent in HSR and also the Bright Heart Toastmaster Club? Avinash. Yeah, you. Chocolate, yeah.
Chocolate.
Can you hand over the chocolates, please? Okay, second question. Which communication style Deepak wants to pick next? Elango. Right. Okay. Third question. Which are 3 rules about great speech to avoid mass napping? Anyone else? Sorry, what's your name? Maria. Please.
Engage the audience. I mean, know your audience. Rule of 3. So follow the structure and practice. She's strong.
Yeah, that was second one. Keep it simple. Yeah, you are right about first and third. Okay. Are you ready for next question?
Yes.
Okay. Which day of the week Arna wrote her speech?
What you?
Wrong. It was Saturday. Okay. Okay, he deserves something.
Extra question.
What was Simba movement? Okay, next question. Next question. What was Simba movement of Maria's life? Deepak. Yeah. And when she came on stage for the first speech. Okay, please, one chocolate. Okay, this is the last question. Who made Jurman to join the Toastmasters?
This is
Okay, Arla. Please, chocolate. Okay, okay. We are done with the questions. Thank you so much. Yeah. So all the 6 members who are getting the chocolates now are KBC winners. Thank you. Over to you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Pragya, for those interesting questions and for the game of Kaun Banega Chocolate Pati. Next, I would like to call upon the R counter of for this meeting, Toastmaster Ilango. Ilango. I forgot I need to take.
Once again, good evening, fellow Toastmasters, my dear guest. Good evening. Still, I can feel that energy is after special meeting. As a counter, I am submitting my report. I can see so many numbers of pillar word, as well, sound, as well as repetition word, heat, sky. So many members are used. I will list out that members. Sneha used several so, and Tripti used Deepak used several Pragya used and Aditya used few and Madhur used several When it is coming to very less usage of pillar words as well as pillar sound, I can see Smith, you have done very good job. I can see only the few repetition, same. And coming to Sayuj, you used only few repetition, few and I didn't notice much. Very good speech. And Aditya, you are the person who's most
of the time standing in the stage, I can see few and few repetition words. Coming back to Arna, you used very less, so one time, like one time, and you used 2 times. Then coming to the table topic, Aruna as well as Maria, you used only and 2 times. And Nikhil, you used several times and so. Jurmin, you used 3 times Madhur, you have used several times. And I would like, even though my time is going end, just I would like to give one tips. Next time when you guys are coming to the stage and when you are using when you have the tendency of using or some other pillar words, next time just use like keep it mindful whenever you feel you are supposed to use the sound, because you will not be able to catch next word that time you used to use. That time you can just keep your hand, just raise your finger like this. Don't say just feel it this way. Pause like that. Maybe I will say today's meeting is jubilant. Like, thank you. With that, I'm back to you.
Thank you so much, Ilango, for the detailed report. And I will try to use the tip that you gave. Coming on to the next. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Akshay for explaining his report about grammarian. Help me welcome Toastmaster Akshay.
All right. So I'm back to present my grammarian report for the day. Let's start with some of the improper usages that took place and what I would suggest as ways to work on them. A sentence was used looking at your pulse, which can be phrased as feeling your pulse. Another sentence was doing a small step, which can be rephrased as taking a small step. Another sentence mentioned stating sentences in loud, which can be stating sentences loudly. There was a later instance where the line used was, what was Simba moment of Maria's life? It's always important to make sure we remember our articles, which is a, and the. So this could be, what was the Simba moment in Maria's life? Now let's come into some of the highlights for today's meeting. A lot of highlights, specifically from Sumit's speech. Sumit, can you raise your hand? Wonderful job. The second voice always wins. Again, alluding to procrastination. Loved it. Your second line, the moment I overwhelm it being my mind, the moment I overwhelm it starts negotiating. So the descriptive ways in which you chose to explain procrastination, it really resonated with me. Sayuj mentioned, why give the audience clarity when I can confuse them? Fantastic. Love a good bit of sarcasm every now and then. He also mentioned, if you don't practice the speech will practice you. And I thought long and hard, and I realized that means nothing. Memorable still. Aditya mentioned the collective power of bright hearts has just reached a very, very small point, a very powerful sentence. I would have mentioned that as a collective power has just reached its initial potential or has yet to reach its full potential. Many other ways I could have rephrased it, liked it nonetheless. Arna started with a blank slate that very night. The idea of starting with a blank slate is starting fresh. Arna also used the word mediocre. Can anyone tell me what mediocre means? No, except Arna. Average, something that's neither good nor neither bad. So great use there. Maria used a phrase called humble much, Maria. So a quick question to anyone in the audience who can tell me what she meant when she said humble much, Maria? Yes, Arna.
She was talking to herself, referring to the very boastful statement she made
Correct.
as a very good speaker, and
Correct.
saying that It was humble much in a sarcastic way.
Correct. So very well done. So dash much is an idiomatic phrase. It's a very Western phrase. So for example, if I come here and if I'm eating a lot, you can say eating much, Akshay. Or if I come late for a meeting, you can say late much, Akshay. In this case, she said humble much, which wasn't just an idiom, but it was sarcasm as well because it should have been boastful much. Finally, the word of the day was used by two people. Manju, when she used the phrase, I am so jubilant that we've done so good so far. And Ilango did use it as well when you said today's meeting is jubilant. As jubilant is something that is characterized with people rather than things, I would rephrase that as the mood in today's meeting is jubilant. And just be careful with the pronunciation. Apologies for the time. Back to Madhur.
Thank you so much, Akshay, for sharing the report. And I find this report very innovative. Next, coming up, I would like to call upon the stage today's timer, Toastmaster Pooja, to share her report.
Good evening once again, Toastmasters and guests. So today's timer report. Let's start with prepared speeches. Sumit Ranjan took about 5 minutes, 35 seconds. Sauch took about 11 minutes, 26 seconds. Both of them were within the time. Deepak Kumar took about 8 minutes and 17 seconds. We'll talk about the evaluators now. Sneha took about 3 minutes, 38 seconds. Tripti Tripathi took about 3 minutes, 11 seconds. Let's move on to the table topic segments. Manju took about 1 minute, 30 seconds. The table topic speakers, Arna took about 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Maria took about 2 minutes, 6 seconds. Jyoti took about 1 minute and 20 seconds. Nikhil took about 1 minute, 6 seconds. Carol took about 1 minute and 29 seconds. Jurman took about 1 minute and 51 seconds. All were within time. Pragya, the listener, took about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Again, Ilango, he was doing the R counter. He took about 3 minutes, 10 seconds. And our grammarian, Akshay, took about 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Thank you. Over to you.
How much time do I have? 4 minutes. Okay. Starting from the Tagel role players, Toastmaster Pragya, kudos to you. You pulled it off very well. It didn't feel like you are doing the role of listener for the first time. We find it very engaging. You bring the energy of whole room back. So kudos to you on that. Next, no major feedback for you. Next, Toastmaster Ilango, you properly explained the rule at the start. Kudos to you on that. I find you could have categorized the participants, members come on stage so that we can have a better picture of everyone. And you could have also highlight the flawless speakers. But apart from that, very detailed report. Kudos to you for that. Next, Toastmaster Akshay. I find your way of expressing the report very innovative. It will help every one of us to bring more innovations in Tagel role also, especially asking the questions. It helps every audience to remember what was the good usage. So kudos to you on that. No feedback. Next, timer, Toastmaster Pooja. I think you explained your role at the start very clearly, also showing the card and explaining the specific timings. Also, you didn't miss anyone to share their timing. maybe you can also announce that no one has disqualified and utilize your little bit of time to engage in terms of having eye contact with the audience. I find you looking at the report all time. Maybe you can come at the center of the stage and engage in a better way. But I really liked how you covered each and every participant come on stage. So a good job on that. Coming on to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Adi. Where is Aditya? What a great job on taking this meeting to the next level. We didn't imagine anyone except you to be the Toastmaster of the day on this special meeting. And the game that we played at the start was great. I find too many numbers at start, and I feel you could have used some pictures also, like instead of numbers, because we did as an audience we didn't able to answer most of the questions. But great calculation on the numbers and timings that you took. But in entire meeting you keep the energy alive, and you also iterate the speech title before every speakers. So kudos to you. Impressive job on that. Just a minor feedback, you could have involved with the SA to test the screen sharing at the start. It would have helped you to present your activity or the game in the meeting. Coming on to the SA, Toastmaster Debsha, I think we started 2-3 minutes late, 5 minutes late, but you utilize the time, and you have a game of 26 characters. That was something very new to us, and everyone had to switch our brain to find that word, adjective for our club. So kudos to you on that. And you explained the rules and what we required at the start. You also explained about the venue. So kudos to you on that. Coming on to the presiding officer Mani, you explained about the club, and also you took the guest introduction. Kudos to you on that. No major feedback. And I think we started little late, but we managed to be on time. And I really like this unusual way of selecting the role player on runtime. But it helped every role player to be more impromptu. So I had a great time spent in this meeting, and I hope everyone find this meeting very useful for them. And that's all. I think we can open the line for the voting. So every one of you can use your mobiles to vote.
Lights on. Or charges.
Charger, I don't think we have here.
Okay.
You need C type.
No. Got the link.
Okay.
Everyone, can I have your attention for a second? We're going to be shooting a very quick reel. This is going to take 20 seconds where I open the door, I come in, the camera is going to be pointed at you. The moment I reach this chair, only when I reach the chair, I want you all to say hi. Okay? You can say hi verbally if you want, but the wave is what matters. Till then, okay, just imagine that as the door opens, you're slowly starting to notice that the door has opened. You're all starting to listen. Some of you can look immediately, some of you can be slow. But the moment I reach the chair, this is coming with hi. Right? And imagine whoever it is, be a crush, your husband, your wife. Surprise me. Have action.
Hey. I think we didn't heard action, right? Yeah. Mine is problem, not ours.
Ask us to match fresh. Hi.
That will be more.
When we are sleeping, that time only we have to say that.
Fair.
Thank you, Akshay, for that lasting activity. Now, I think we got the enough votes. With that, I would like to hand over to. Okay, how many of us find this meeting interesting compared to our usual meeting? Every one of us, right? So, what find you the best? What is the best part of this meeting for you? Unpredictability. Impromptu. Surprise. Be prepared. Even if you're not, you have to be prepared. With that, I would like to hand over to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Mani.
How's the Josh? Yes, that too after this meticulous feedback and evaluation from our general evaluator, evaluating right from the start, and he got assigned with the role spontaneously, and he has done a very great job. Let's hear it up for our general evaluator of Bubble. Thank you so much. Yes. As we move on to our meeting, as our SA is going to calculate the results. So here I would like to make a welcome to one of the guests who haven't got the stage. Maybe a quick note to share, like how you felt the event. Any of the guests? Yes. Ravikant.
Yeah.
Ravikant, you can come on to the stage and share your experience with all.
Hi everyone, this is Ravikant. Like many of you don't know, like I am also Toastmaster, but not the member of this club. I was a member of Vishakhapatnam club, and I recently moved to Bangalore, and I was kind of exploring different clubs. Okay, like which one is the best, and and so last week I attended this Bright Arts, and yesterday I attended the HSR also. Like both are like great clubs, and I thought obviously. I had a great experience with both of the clubs, and the main reason why I have decided to join this club is like it felt like more supportive and non-judgmental, and also like that club was like bit more like lot of audience. So I feel it takes a lot of time to even speak something or to get a chance. So I love to be part of this club, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravikant, for sharing your great experience. Now, I would love to hear a special shout out to all the ExCom officers, executive committee members who are in this room and made this meeting more special to all of us. So, may I request the officers stand wherever you are. First, the education team, Toastmaster Sayuj and Toastmaster Aditya. The membership team, Toastmaster Riyansh and Toastmaster Pooja. And our public relations team, Toastmaster Jurman. And our Sergeant at Arms team, Toastmaster Debsha and Toastmaster Somil. Thanks to all the officers from my side to making sure and taking care of the club in the best way it's possible and making all our meetings so special. So these are the guys who are behind the screens to make the meetings happen. Thank you so much to all of them. Can I hear one more shout out? Thank you so much. So as we move to the next announcement, do you all remember what is special of April 18th? Yes. Yes. So we will be having Division I contest at Autodesk venue. Okay, where all the champions from all the Division I clubs, and today we have two clubs in this particular room. Our Bright Hearts champion, Toastmaster Akshay, along with all the champions from other clubs, will come on this particular store and going to battle on that particular stage. So I would say to all our champion, get home gold. And to our area, I would say get home gold. Yes, so members who get it, they get it. Yes, so now moving on to our meeting results, where we have a very great meeting with all the amazing role takers. And today we have our best table topic speaker goes to Arna Gupta. Toastmaster Anna, when you come on stage, whether it is one day or day one, there is a drastic change, which I'm the one of the witness for that member. Whether you must have prepared a speech on Sunday, but to all of us, when you come on stage, it didn't look like that. That's the confidence I have seen on you, whether it is table topic or speech. Great job done, and many congratulations. Moving on to our best auxiliary role taker, it is our grammarian of the day, Akshay Oman. Master Akshay, I am seeing you as a tag role after a long time, after our last meeting timer. Yeah, but grammarian, it is so special, and special meeting having all the special role takers today. And today, as a grammarian of the day, the word of the day, jubilant, as well as you added a style how grammarian can look like in the upcoming, like for our benefit of all the members, how that can be done. And you have showed with all the examples what went well, what can be improved, and also providing the anecdotes, how humble much can make a difference in our everyday vocabulary. Thank you so much. So moving on to our best evaluator of the day, it is Toastmaster Tripti Tripathi. Tripti, it is so nice to see you come on stage and doing evaluation and helping all the members to grow, whether it is communication style project, how are the innovative style, how are things can be done, how easy ways in a constructive manner with the simple tips. I think this is one of the very simple way you have provided us to understand how an evaluation can be. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tripti, and congratulations. Moving on to our best role taker, it is Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aditya Patnaik. Our Toastmaster of the day, how many of you today fully merged with members? You made us to learn about the history of Bright Hearts. I really loved it. Ensuring the hard work you have kept to calculating all those numbers. So much math.
You knew what is 5,000?
Yes. I remember it is all the hours spent. I felt like it should be not 5,000, it is 5,050. But I gave the chance, you have used that hyphen. So yes, it is a prox. Congratulations, by the way, great job done. Moving on to our best speaker of the day, it is Toastmaster Sayuj Varghese. I think today, how many of you learned about the best speaking series? The 3 simple tips. I heard so far the KISS symbol as in the form of KISS, K-I-S-S. Keep it simple. Today I heard like, keep it simple, Sayuj formula. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sayuj, for coming on stage and giving us very simple and effective talk as a speaker series. I'm sure definitely members will going to grow their public speaking skills in that. And many congratulations for this win to all of you. Can we have one group picture?
Yes. Money, come between. No, it's good. It's massive.
Thank you so much, guys, and congratulations. Congratulations. Yes. So here today, we have already witnessed the 75 meetings of Bright Hearts Toastmasters. For me, when I stepped in this particular club, I really enjoyed being, and I would say in an eye blink, all the 75 meetings went in that particular time. And each and every meeting, whatever it was new, it was a great learning experience. And it was so happy to meet all these bright hearts and the sparkling stars of this club. And I would now call this meeting, our special team meeting, as closed.
So folks, we are running in limited time. If you can all come on stage for our group picture. After that, for the Bright Hearts, only there's a quick 45-second reel we need to do, but time is of the essence. So requesting everyone to come up for the group picture.
Yes. We are okay.
Requesting tall folks to go up in the back.